We live in Brooklyn, baby. We live in Brooklyn, baby.
This is just another. Okay. There is some kid who, at 17, is altering his face to look like the great footballer, soccer player, Ronaldo. I don't know. When I saw this, right, on the surface, that's not really an insanity check kind of thing. It's just some stupid idiot chopping up his face to look like someone famous. But the thing that disturbed me was the kid is 17. I've always had a problem when I saw like those, little rich princess girls, getting their noses fixed, well, not fixed, altered, like at 14 and 15 and 16. I'm thinking, you haven't even had a chance to fully mature, yet you're already chopping and augmenting yourself or extracting from yourself. So I found that to be disturbing. The fact that this person at 17 had the resources. Now, I don't mean, the kid could come from means. Obviously, he probably does if he's going to have all of these surgeries. But where are his guardians? What kind of people would allow their loved one at 17 to alter himself to look like someone else? I mean, that's like the ultimate dick riding. But what I don't understand that. So, the kid doesn't look that bad. You can see the picture here. But he's clearly delusional. He says he insists he is just trying to be himself and claims that the footballer motivates him to pursue his goals. Okay. And, there's jokes in there. Pursue his goals, ha ha ha, football, whatever. The teen has become well known around the football club where he waits for hours outside to just get a glimpse of his hero. The person, mind you, that he claims just motivates him. The kid's name is Shanta, has also developed a fan base himself with over 14,000 people following his journey on Twitter. So there are 14,000 people watching this kid go through surgery after surgery to look like another man. Okay. I didn't know, I remember when Michael Jackson was alive, Michael Jackson impersonators, you can get hired. You can make money for doing this, especially if you have a modicum of talent so you can go emulate, the King of Pop or whatever, sing a little bit, whatever, do the show. There's a great State Farm commercial on now with a bunch of different Elvis impersonators from Elvis's different states, from Fat Elvis, thank you very much, Elvis, to the Slim Elvis and to the Rockabilly Elvis, the first guy. And those individuals can monetize that whole shtick and getup. I don't know, outside of chopping your face up to look like this guy who could have a knee injury and be gone from soccer, what does he hope to honestly gain from looking like this dude? The reason I wanted to get a life. See, Shanta from Denmark says my obsession for Cristiano is enormous. See, so he contradicts himself all over the place. But the reason I wanted to get a life like him is that he is rich, famous, and living the life. There was a time when you figured before social media, before everyone could be a star and have his 15 seconds of fame or whatever, that people had goals and they was like, I want to be this. I want to, go and be this football player, this basketball player, which you knew took hard work because at the end of the day, you wanted to be rich and famous. You wanted to do something that you knew was a journey, and at the end of that journey, you would be rewarded and fulfilled for your fruits. For your hard labor with the fruits, with the accolades, the trophies, the whatever. It's like today, people just want to bypass that entire step because the reason Ronaldo is famous is because he's one of the best soccer players on earth who happens to have his face. But his face is not the reason why he's scoring. Now, fine, he might be able to market his face when he wants to, put the cologne on or the jeans or the car or whatever, the lifestyle, whatever. But believe me, if he were a bum and could not play, he would just be a model. And male models don't make what female models make. So this man who just bought his I don't know if you heard about this. He just bought, I think, his agent or somebody. So I think it was his agent, a Greek island, which probably went for $20 these days, 20 euros these days, or whatever. But yeah, he bought him as a wedding present.
The dude,
a Greek island. Ronaldo. Yeah. So the thing disturbs me because of how people are trying to become famous, and how can you tell this kid that this can't be possible when you look at Kim Kardashian,
Exactly.
who has done what? She just, like I say, she broke Twitter or whatever, or Instagram, broke Instagram by showing a little bit of side boob. You go on Tumblr any day and you're going to see side boob, front boob, boob with any kind of state of dress, undress, and anything in between. But because you're Kim Kardashian, who became famous because of the Kardashian shows when they actually just did things that regular people do, but because they had a camera on them, she became famous, which sort of like created this cycle that now she just has to show up and get paid for doing what people do every day. You understand what I'm saying? The Paris Hilton, she's rich. Watch me go and party and do stuff like so many people do every Friday and Saturday anyway. So there's no talent being exhibited. There's no expertise. There's no skill set. But yet they, have set basically an example that an imbecile like this, who knows? He might get a book deal out of this.
Of course.
He might get something out of this, but it's just a shame that this is where we're going,
Well, we've gotten there. I mean, you could even say at least Paris Hilton is rich. Yeah. At least if you go to her parties, you might see other rich and famous people. At least you could say Kardashian, she had a famous father, and all that stuff.
And what about famous neighbor or whatever?
What about people? I keep going. I forgot this young girl's name, but the one who has 7 million Twitter or YouTube followers, whatever. She got on Dancing with the Stars because somehow or another people are interested in what a 16-year-old girl is doing. Enough so that we said this before. Clicks, likes, follows.
Oh yeah, of course.
This is the modern day currency.
Of course, but it's amazing that the thing that I thought was insane about this wasn't so much that this guy's altered his face, because there's already that other imbecile that turned himself into a Ken doll, or was trying to turn himself to a plastic Ken doll. But it's just that the way things are structured now, you can literally become rich and famous just because. And, insert here. I don't care what it is. Just because. Like, there was this woman, I don't know who she is, but now she's like a tech reviewer. She would go on her YouTube channel and sing, she's cute little button face and stuff. Sing, do whatever in her car. I'm going shopping, whatever.
Is she white?
Of course she was white. Of course. It was a white girl. And they ain't gonna do it for no black girl. Get off YouTube. But it was a white girl. So she's doing whatever. All of a sudden, everybody went to support her. We started following her. She got over 400,000 followers. Now she can call contacts. Hey, I got this amount of people that's watching me every time I put a video. Give me this product. Give me that. Give me this, to where she's being invited to shows and everything. And so it's just the way it is now. But I just thought it's insane because remember how at one point in time, it seemed, obviously there was casting couches and shit like that, but you had to show some kind of talent. Now you can be completely devoid of any talent, goals, anything. Just be fortunate enough or savvy enough to get a bunch of likes, and that's it.
But this is the world. This is the modern. This is our world now. Mm-hmm. This is our world now, and it was crazy to think that you can call people in other countries for less than $10 a minute or something like that. But now it's 14 cents a minute.
Well, not even. I mean, now with things like like Viber and all this other kind of stuff, as long as you have a data plan or Wi-Fi, you can call all over the world now. So I mean, there's pluses and minuses to all of this kind of stuff. I just think, just as people on some level, there's a lot of layers that's being stripped away from us because, why do you need to go to school and do hard work and, have those kind of aspirations and put in that kind of work when you can literally, circumvent the whole system if you're savvy with the clicks?
Well, I'm going to tell you. The only thing is that it's still few and far between.
True. But
for every one of these tech girls and all that, there's 150 million people, you know,
Yep.
who are just not getting it, who are struggling.
Yeah.
And, you know, they still got to go to work every day.
We're trying to make it, baby.